Well, it's 8 a.m. and I'm going to do a 10-minute lesson. And I hope everyone has had a chance to see the first video that announced my upcoming live stream um, and the free guide that you can get to follow along with sculpture in progress. So it will take a few weeks for us to finish this because we're going to do it in small bites, step by step. Hi, Mark. There he is. Oh, so I hope you got a chance to download this. It's at the underneath the first video, free, and it's on learnsculpture.org, free, and it has a lot of information. Mark RG free, and it has a lot of information. Mark is a professional sculptor too, a wood carver. So what I did was I took live video and I found excuse me, I found some great live video um, with Tito the raccoon because we're going to do a raccoon. And I basically did a stop action where I found it to be really good. And I hope you can see from there what I would do. I would see a good view, and then I would just stop the action and maybe do a screenshot. And then what I did, and I'll bring this over, I did a series of drawings after I had, here we are, after I had taken my different screenshots, and especially in a view of the same subject, try to get it from different angles. Let me hold that up so you can really see it. And then in Photoshop, I made the faces the same sizes as if they would match this main subject. So now I have a template to do measuring of these different dimensions. And so I can measure them. And whoops, I need to get where you can see. So I use a device like this, and I basically take different measurements. Whoops, I can't do it that way, and apply them to the sculpture here. So bear with me if I'm a little rusty at doing this. I haven't done this for a couple of years. I'm going to put this back. And what I've done is those same drawings are in your free guide right here. Hi, this is Bonjour, and of course, Mark, thank you for being on this morning. So I basically put the drawings together for the booklet. And so you have your main size. So I measured, for example, I'm going to show you how I got started. I did add a base because I'm going to do a design with a raccoon holding corn. So if you take your calipers, I couldn't think of the word, and you measure, I'm going to do it down here and then I'll show you what I've done, top to bottom, because this was taken from a photo. I know it's accurate. I'm trying to get accurate proportions. We see Tito the raccoon here, close up. And so what I did was, by doing that measurement, and you can see here to here, I've already got that dimension in place. And then you've got this dimension of this view, and I'm pretty much there. I've got some softening clay, and I'm going to fill that dimension to be accurate. And then you have the face, and again, you have your calipers to sort of measure. The face looks very flat from the front. And here's another interesting thing about sculpture. Color will influence you greatly. So a raccoon having that black mask, it really influences your eye in a way you want to try to avoid. And so how you do that is when you start to get the other views. And these are a live raccoon in the same video, a screenshot where you go, wow, that looks like a more snipey kind of face, but it's an optical illusion. And the black mask tends to make you think you're seeing something you're not. So one of the mistakes people might make if they're trying to make a realistic raccoon is they're going to make the eyes too big, or they're going to make the face too flat. And so this is the way you prevent that kind of mistake. And in the end, here's this other side view. Again, I'm probably going to take this head off once I get my little basic shapes and basic dimensions in, and take it off and put it on a post. And I'll show you this in an upcoming video, and carefully measure out the face starting from the front, starting from this view, this view. And you can even do a grid across that to keep everything measured out proportionately, so that you don't make the eyes too big. In fact, the nose looks bigger here, but it's an illusion because it's closer in your view. The nose is still bigger than a lot of people think, but when you see the side view, you see how big it really is. So, um, so I'm going to start what I've done here also, and this is a good tip if you use plastiline, which is what I've always used because it doesn't dry out, and you can change it forever. It's not like water-based clay where once you get your basic forms, it's really hard to change it. Hi, here's somebody new. A trash panda. Yes, a trash panda. Okay, so everybody who's on, I hope you downloaded this. It's under the video. You might have to click see more, and then you can just download it. It's 20 pages, by the way. And so it shows not only the patterns that I put together, but also has all kinds of information on the clay that we use and the tools and all of that extra stuff that's hard to find information about. So, having said all that, and I want to just tell you, I have a plate warmer. I don't know if you can see it. It's a kind of a silicone, and it has 3 temperature settings. And in here, I put the clay I'm going to work with today. And it's nice and soft now, but not too hot. I can, really get it moving. The other thing I use is if this is too cold, and it really isn't that cold in here right now. Oops. I have a heat gun, and I just put it on I have a tile there to protect the heat from hitting my table. But if I need to soften this a little bit, I can do that with the heat gun. So I would use this. So I just want to go back and real quickly explain, before I get started a little bit, explain what we're doing with using AI to give us ideas, because this is new. I mean, AI is not going to do our sculpture for us, so we still have to do it. But it's going to come up with ideas like that. And you go, okay, well, how would we get that to happen? Well, in the guide, I have instructions on what I use. I use Adobe's Firefly, which is an online application, and I type in a text prompt, and I also supply a photo of a raccoon that's kind of close to what I want. And then it will create, it's crazy, isn't it? It will create these poses for me. And so maybe I'm not going to use those. And so maybe I'm not going to use those poses, but I'm going to use maybe some of them. And sometimes it'll render the raccoon with like 2 tails or 2 hands. But that doesn't matter. We're just trying to get ideas. And then we're going to do our own thing here. So right now, I just kind of bulked up based on this first design. I don't have a back view yet. I don't have a lot of information that I'm going to need to finish it, but I do have the videos to go back to. And this particular video, Tito the Raccoon, it's called, and Raccoon Tastes Most Popular Crackers. You'll kind of find this general pose in that video. So I'm going to shoot a thank you to the people who posted the Tito the Raccoon videos, but they're really great. And yeah, the trash panda, that's good. Yeah. I'm in Arizona, and they get huge here. They look like small bears here. So, oh, I think my time's up. I will try to be here Wednesday, if if I can't be here on Wednesday, I'm going camping, and so I'm going to take the head off and start working on it. And if I can, I'll do a live stream from my camping trip in Williams, Arizona. So anyway, I'm not sure how to turn on questions yet, but feel free to email me or comment with any questions at this stage. But definitely, this will explain a lot to get started and give you a lot of new good ideas, I think, I hope. And I know there's a million things in my head that you guys need to extract out of me because I can't think of everything. But I'll get going and then I'm sure you'll have questions as we go along. So thank you so much. I'll figure out how I can answer questions because I don't think I have it turned on right. But I'll see y'all later and bring your friends who enjoy sculpture too. We'll have fun. Thank you. Bye bye.